All right, K-Rock, Mid-Atlantic Rock Reviews, Marmy Rock Show. We are with Johnny from Skid Row. And, hey, man, welcome to the show. Thanks for being here.
Hey, thanks for having me. Remember that story party of 5? That's what this is.
So this is the first ever Mid-Atlantic Rock Reviews group interview. So we're going to go over here, and here comes the first question, so go for it.
Okay, I want to know how you guys met because I saw you.
Well, the thing is, you want to know the truth?
So let me set the stage so people know what's going on. So we've got the couple here. So go ahead, man, and go ahead and fill them in and tell them.
For her, we tried long distance relationship, and we did it for a while until the government says, "Hey, man." So yeah.
How did you meet in the first place, though?
In Argentina, in Lima. She was a translator.
Yeah, I was a translator, so.
And some people come home with a T-shirt. I came home with a wife.
So I know people want to know what you're doing musically. So give us the lowdown musically, what you're up to right now.
I'm doing a lot of country, actually, and the people are going to be pissed off about that.
Some will, some won't.
Happen tonight. The older a rocker gets, it's like, oh man, and when it's time to hang it up, you hang it up. Willie Nelson, it's still going strong.
Talk about that transition. So what's it like to go from the world you were in into country? What's that like? How's the transition for you?
You know, it's crazy. I went to the University of North Texas, UNT. They had a radio station called KUNT, and I was like, oh shit. But I was in a fraternity there, and they would play Johnny Cash right after Van Halen. So, man, I grew up on both. I've got 2 country albums out already. Last one on Sony. It didn't sell for shit, but it was good.
Talk about your entry into the rock and roll world. So, when you decided to first say, I'm going into rock and roll, what was that like?
Man, I've been singing on stage since I was 14 years old, junior high. And then, you start sucking, and then you get better.
That sounds so simple, but go with that. So how do you get better? I mean, do you practice? Do you go to a coach? Do you practice? How do you do it?
No coaching. No, I can't even play guitar, dude. I can't play piano. But you suck enough, and you get better. And I started doing punk. Party Dolls was my first band. And that name sucked, so I couldn't think of another one. And Bon Jovi was doing well, and Van Halen was doing well, so I just named it after myself.
Wow.
So
you sing so well. I mean, I can't believe you sucked. I mean, you sang so well.
Well, thanks.
But
it wasn't always that way. And I've got a crazy range too. So I mean, to sing 18 in Life 100 times a year.
You never went to vocal lessons or anything?
No, I've taught them.
You've taught them?
It's true.
It's true, yeah.
I'm for hire.
So,
I need you there.
So here you are, you're moving to country now, but the genre we're in here, and this kind of music now. Who are the bands you really looked to and liked in this genre?
Man, you're not gonna like this answer because
I might surprise you.
He's not gonna singer. He's not a great singer, but David Lee Roth.
Why would I not like that? It's amazing, yeah.
He's a front man. So back to the story. So I grew up listening to both rock and roll and country. Always. I mean, like I said, and especially the Texas country. Willie, Waylon, and the boys. But then again, I would put on Whitesnake.
Yeah.
So I grew up doing both, and my success with Skid Row, however limited it is, afforded me, I said I want to do a country record. We had 4 months off or something. And I got backing, and I got money, and I gave it a whirl. It sounds pretty good.
So what's the difference in moving from being a rock singer to a country singer, technically,
Being Mars. Dude, the first, I've done quite a few live shows, and it's like going to Mars for me. I mean, they all had pleated dressed shirts, and they all had them tucked in, and they were dancing around on the floor. And I was like, oh my God, what am I doing? I mean, it was scary. And I played some good.
Scary.
And I played some good places in front of a lot of people. But you're just up there, and I can't, like I told you, I can't play guitar. So basically, I looked at it like fronting a country band as a rock star, you know. So I just would. Then you see Kenny Chesney, and you're like, shit.
So you talked about David Lee, you know, and that influence there. So who were the shows that you went to see as a young man that influenced you?
First show ever. I opened up for him for 150 shows. Kiss.
Kiss? Yeah, sweet. Hard to go wrong there. So relive it,
150
man.
shows, man.
Relive it. Tell us about the first time you saw him.
Man, I've gotten in trouble for talking about this.
Don't get in trouble again. Tell us something you can tell us that won't get you in trouble.
How old was he? How old were you?
Look, I'm not going to give that information away either. I wasn't as old as them.
You can
But, you know, that first show just freaked out. You know, I'm playing arenas at 24. And it was a learning experience. I mean, they don't have any monitors on stage. Everything's buried. So I couldn't hear shit.
Kiss doesn't have any monitors on stage, or
No,
is it
it's
not
all
for you?
in- it's all
really.
ears.
I didn't know that. Wow.
So I had to learn how to do that because I've been singing in clubs my whole life. I mean, there's a monitor right there.
Yeah.
So that was different. But man, the experience, even though they were older, eight rows back, if you squinted, it was 77.
So I talk about this all the time. Like, is rock and roll back underground again now or not?
There was 2 kids in here. That was it. I mean, looking at that audience, I'm so glad I retired because you know, it's sad. And I think we need more kids to listen to rock and roll because it's great. And you know, everybody's listening to dance music or pop. It's like, where's the next Eddie Van Halen?
Yeah.
Where is he? Because I don't think he exists.
So I don't know this about you because we've never met before tonight. So I know you're a vocalist, but do you write music and do you write songs yourself? Or are you more of because some vocalists are lyricists and some are
I'm Elvis
writers.
Presley, which means I don't write anything. or Frank Sinatra. I mean,
is
I
fine.
interpret lyrics, and I've got the range to get a job. But I haven't written a song in a long time.
Go back to it. What was the last one you wrote? Can you remember it? Do you remember it?
Yeah, I remember it. It's called Precious Time. It's on my first record, which you can buy online.
I can turn this up. You don't have to.
But you know, they're all good.
Plug it.
But you know, being in a band for 15 years, think about this: 15 years of anything.
Yeah.
With Rachel Bolan and Snake Sabo. I mean, we're not really on speaking terms now, but man, those guys could ride. And so it's best idea wins, and my idea was never as good as the other guys.
So go a little more into that. When you're writing a song, what like goes into your like? Do you start with some people start with an inspiration, some people start with a riff. How do you do it?
Well, when I did it, it was melody and lyric, because that's all I could do.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're not a guitar player or piano player, which most writers are, then you just got to go with your instinct, and that's what I did. It worked out for me, but like I said, I sucked for a long time.
So, looking forward, what do you want folks to know about you? Like, where do I know you want? First of all, plug what you're doing now, but like, what's the future hold for you?
I'm not plugging shit. I'm just.
Go ahead, man.
I'm gonna sing until I drop. I've said this in numerous interviews. I want to die at Billy Bob's at 90, on stage, just drop dead. I can't, because I can't do anything else. I mean, it's too late to be a plumber. So I'm singing for my money. That's what I do. I mean, we know this. So, man, I'm singing till I drop.
Where do you want folks to go to like to find what you're doing now? Where's the
.com?
JohnnySolinger.com. So, man, Johnny, thanks for being here on the Marmy Rock Show.
The questions were great.